West have killed at least 3 people, and more rain is expected to hit the region.
Governors in Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, and South Dakota have declared states of emergency. Parts of western Michigan are also under a state of emergency. Several other states face flood watches and warnings.
So earlier on CBSN AM, I spoke to Gregg Goebel. He's the emergency management director for Otoe County in Nebraska, and he described the severity of the flooding there.
We're in Otoe County and the city of Nebraska City. We're on the eastern end of the state of Nebraska, which is directly attached to the Missouri River. Historically, in 2011, our highest flood level ever recorded was 28 feet above the floodplain, and this year we hit a 30.15-foot flood record. So it really spread out over the Iowa bottoms. As far as this side of the Missouri River, or my county, we had a lot of water on the end of our main street in Nebraska City, and it didn't really get into the city because we set about 30 foot above. But we feel a lot of the residual because of what it affects around us. So having the cities of Purcellville, the cities of Hamburg over in Iowa, which are only 5 and 10 miles away from us respectfully, all having to evacuate the livestock, the people, everything ends up coming towards Nebraska City and the state of Nebraska.
Interesting. So is the population swelling in your county as a result? What are sort of the biggest concerns for your county right now?
The biggest concerns is 2 of the power plants that are located, one in my county respectfully and one county south of us. The population has not been a great influx, but there are several families moving over and staying in our communities, in our resources, as the waters are still high in their areas.
So you know the Vice President, Mike Pence, toured Nebraska, and you know he pledged full support from the federal government that there's going to be a swift response, an expedited response. What do you all really need from the federal government the most?
In my area, we have 2 major thoroughfares. One is the State Highway number 2, and then we have another State Highway 75. 75 opened late yesterday afternoon, which was a blessing. It allows a lot of our commerce and a lot of our transient workers to be able to move back and forth. We have 2 large industries in Nebraska City. We have about 150 to 200 people that commute daily to places like up at Omaha, Council Bluffs. They were stranded. They could not get to their homes, so our community was basically supporting them for a while.
So listen, Greg, your best estimation, and it might be hard to do considering where we are now in this whole thing, that there's more rain coming, there's more snow melting, but when do you think things will get back to normal in Otoe County?
Well, if 2011 was an indication, it will bounce back relatively quickly as the roads open up. That's for the immediate need, but it will take months, if not longer, to get the infrastructure, the roads back to where they're safe and where we're 100%. And that's just down in my area, in my county. Looking at the state as a whole, there are places that are going to take 6 months, maybe a year or longer to get themselves back up to a normal operating process.
Wow. Well, listen, Greg, I wish you all the most luck. I know you're going to need it, and I know you've been really, really busy, so I want to really thank you for taking time out of your day to talk to us.